So today we will talk about platforms, and this is our platform to talk
Ooh.
about it.
All right, no puns necessary, but that's cool. That's a big deal.
All right. So what did we talk about last week?
What did we? I had a NCR packed weekend where I got beat bad so badly that I might have forgotten. What did we talk about last week?
We just talked about playing as like the faster character and like mindset. So it was kind of
Oh,
about
yeah, versus floaties. Yeah, versus
yeah.
floaties. Yeah, and how do you abuse your Yeah, didn't really do that versus ice climbers. I'll tell you that.
Oh
Ah,
yeah. Is that the first time you've ever played like Ice Climbers in tournament?
yes, first good one. I think I played one way back when I started, but he was like as new as I was.
So in the beginning, you were probably like this: the four stages of Bobby Scar.
I don't know when we called this out on stream. Yeah, it was great.
That's so funny. So, just starting off with a little humor. So this little clip is Bobby Scar after Shroomed went up 2-1. He's really excited because he's like, "Oh my gosh, Shroomed won!" And then the second panel, it's like, "Oh wait, what's going on? Like, how come like no one's getting up?" And then like the third panel, it's like, "Oh no, there's another game." And the fourth panel is like a look of disgust.
He's so scared in the fourth panel.
Yeah, he's like nervous.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about platforms, and this is going to be a tough talk because there's so many things with platforms that I don't think I could touch everything, but I'll go over some ideas, and then we can kind of go back and forth in the conversation. Like, going over platforms is like saying, like, neutral game. Like, there's so many things about platforms. It's out of control.
Right.
How'd you like NCR?
I really liked it. It was a fun tournament. There was a ton of Sheik matchups in the top eight to watch and learn from. Like it was Sheik versus Fox almost every other round.
Yeah.
Uh, I got to hang out with Sam and Gar and talk to them. Let Ennis got to talk to them. So yeah, overall pretty good. But there was like 6 total setups, so no friendlies. You know what I'm saying?
Aww.
So it's like it's a balancing act. I didn't get much practice in that weekend, but I got to watch some good games and that was fun.
Very cool. I had an awful weekend in terms of singles performances. I lost to Cool Kid and Okami, and I got 17th.
Ooh, is that Mayhem?
Yeah. Mayhem had a really wacky tournament. Like so Jason make it out of pools. Connor, Okami, and someone else notable. They all like lost early and then went to losers bracket.
Wow.
On a side note, are you guys gonna try to bribe the SoCal or the NorCal TOs to get Crimson Blur into the tournament?
That for I'm not yelling.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. He's on hustling right now. I just passed him. He
So
was so bad he couldn't use his blur privilege to get into I'm not yelling late. And I told him, dude, they've been posting nonstop. The registration is about to end. No exceptions.
I have $40 riding on this. So if they allow even one person into registration at this point, I get
Yeah.
$40.
From who?
I bet $20 against Julian Symington and $20 against Bobak that they're gonna cave in and put someone in. You know what's crazy? They already rejected S2J, Dunk, Hungrybox, and Muti King.
What?
Supposedly, I don't know the details.
Wow, this is hardcore.
Yeah,
They're rejecting HBox, Music King, and they're definitely rejecting Blur. So I'll let him know he's out. No way.
yeah. We're implying that Blur is lower on the hierarchy chain.
Are you coming up?
Yeah, yeah.
Forgot.
I'll
You're gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
We should have done a live Zero to Hero. Oh, that would have been so good.
I think that'd be awesome. Do we have the equipment for it?
When we do a Twitch office, you should come by.
Okay. One with.
Well, I don't want to think about that later, but
Okay,
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. All right. Platforms.
So once again, always apply the fundamentals here. So these num pads, and because you want to always know like one of the more important things that you should begin to realize is what angles you're good at and what angles you're not good at. And the same numpad principle applies. The interesting thing that if you're on a platform, unless you so up until like 2013, like we could pretty much go with the blanket statement that if anyone has a good hitbox below you, that you should probably not platform camp.
You're just bad. Yeah, yeah. You're like
Like
1, 2, 3. You can't cover it all.
yeah, that's like against like Captain Falcon, if you notice, like with its godlike up air, or like Marth that can cover you even if you jump. Like it's just bad news. However, there is something that changes dynamically, and that's shield dropping. So this is like new technology, and
Love shield dropping.
like this is where like you could turn like an up tilt or an up air, and if you're shielding into like a favorable position on your end, where you do like a reversal, if that makes sense.
It does, yeah, I've tried it. The hard part is like angling the shield, because like if your shield's not full, you have to like angle it to block most of these things, and then you have to like reset it to do the shield drop, and it's like, oh my god, that's hard. That's so hard.
Yeah, I don't even. It's definitely something that you should master. Gar and Shroom being two of the arguably best Sheiks at doing it.
Yeah, and they've seen good results with it.
Definitely worth investing, because in this position, like you're at the mercy of Jigglypuff just like up tilting you, up airing you repeatedly, and then Jigglypuff could drill and then potentially like get an up tilt, so it's like a really bad position. But Shroom reverses it here, so it's always important. When you should platform camp, in my opinion, this is just like what I think. Everyone can deal with it. Everyone has their own assessment of whether or not to shield drop or not shield platform camp. And
so wait. Oh, what is platform camping? Is it like just sitting on platforms? I don't understand like the core of what it even is. People just say it. Doing the full like noob question at. Like,
it's basically you are forcing your opponent to approach you on these platforms. So a good example of it is
I've seen Weapon Armada, so that's like okay, I got you, I get it. So like
yeah, we'll go over a little bit of it just to fundamentally.
We were at war with the clock.
Gosh.
I'm designing a machine.
I need to put on ad block. Well, I guess I should support VG Bootcamp.
Our patience has expired.
Yeah, I guess.
The imitation game.
It just feels like in this game it's like so this is like seems so specific. Like Peach can't jump to the top platform.
Yeah.
Double jump. And West Balls is playing Falco, so he's got the amazing down there. That's what I felt like it was like Ewing.
Yeah.
So when I'm playing Sheik, I don't see how to like most people can get to the top platform.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's see.
Oh wait, this is a match, right?
This is
everything that Peach does is really telegraphed. So like the time it takes a slow character to reach you, you can react to it. So in theory, you should be able to react to everything that Peach does.
Oh, gotcha.
Does that make sense? Everything that Peach does can be reacted to, because she's so slow at getting up to you. You have a 1.5 second time window where you can just react to her, because like if she like, it also comes down to reach as well.
the match. West Ball's double shot.
So for her to jump like here, she needs to commit 2 full jumps to get here, and if she loses her double jump, she's super vulnerable, and you can just hit her. So if you look at like all these like little exchanges, like West Ball is just like every time Armada just overextends, he's just reacting.
I see.
Like, see how he just reacts to everything? And then, yeah, he gets a little reckless. But everything that, because Peach is just a slow character and has to use double jump to reach you, everything that she does is really reactable.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like what platform camping really is. And then this is like really I would say this only applies on stages with a top platform. And the reason why is because of the number of escape routes you have. So if we were to take this position, like, where did my mouse cursor go? Okay, wrong window. If you go this way, right, and Peach somehow gets on this platform, well, I can just escape this way, and I get center stage back. And for you to get center stage, I pretty much will, unless I play dumb, I get a free hit for you trying to get down.
Right.
If she goes this way, then I go this way. So because you're so fast, if you're the faster character, like you could just run circles around them.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the way that he's playing it is he sees the jump, he won't do anything until he sees the commitment to the second jump, because the effective range of Peach until she uses the second jump is just like this little box. There's no way it can hit this guy. But until she commits and goes here, because she commits a second jump, there's no way that she can really cover anything from a jump, and so that's what platform camping is.
I got you.
Yeah. So that's platform camping in a nutshell. The reason why it works is because like their effective range can't get to where you're at, and eventually they're gonna have to super overextend, and you can just react and hit them. So one important thing is to know your aerial hitboxes and your aerial spacing really well to know when you can poke.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Melee, inherently, like a lot of people that play Melee, it attracts a certain type of player. It attracts players that want to hit things, and they get frustrated if they can't within like 2 seconds.
Yep.
And so it's a good mix-up tool, and it can be a little gimmicky sometimes, but I think when I talk to Watson, like, you know, Old Man Watts, like,
I don't know.
okay, well, he owns Super Arcade, old school Street Fighter player. Basically, what he was like telling me in like Smash and Street Fighter talk was that if he finds like a weakness of yours, he's gonna push it for the whole set.
Right.
And so some people I can just straight up win just by platform camping, because they either A, overextend too much, or they get so frustrated that it throws them off their game.
Okay.
So when your opponent gets frustrated, so like you play based on their body language, like like they sigh and they're like so frustrated and they start throwing out moves. Chances are that platform camping is an amazing strategy against them, because there's that scrub mindset of like, oh, this is cheap, or like this is so lame, and once they start doing that, they're not going to focus.
Yep.
Your opponent is ice climbers or slow. You can do this.
I need a way to fight ice climbers, so this is great.
Yeah. So the reason why it's good against ice climbers is because A, you don't risk getting grabbed,
Yes, I hate getting grabbed.
and ice climbers has such a limited range that you should be able to react and just punish ice climbers. And actually, one of the key openings of ice climbers, so going back to this picture, this is a very common, let's say you're here, right? And ice climbers is here. They're gonna, in order to hit you, they have to predict where you're going. Does that
Yes.
make sense? Because
Yes.
they're so slow and so limited that they're gonna have to like guess a route.
It's like an up air, right? That's what they're basically. Yeah. Okay.
So like you could like implement meta mind games. So let's say like they go here, like they guess here, and you go this way, right?
Mhm.
That's usually a common play. Eventually, what happens is they're gonna throw out an up air here as you're going up, right?
Just like reading you,
Yeah.
basically.
But what
Yeah.
you can do is like if you're like mindful and you're just more reactionary, when ice climbers jump, it's like the worst thing ever for them. Because if they jump this way and you just sit back, you can fair them once here and separate them and then just kill them.
Right.
Like you can fair, and
Yeah, I definitely feel like ice climbers, when they're jumping at all, when they're in the air, they seem way worse.
Yeah.
Like their aerials just suck. So.
yeah. So as soon as they throw out that hitbox, they're like they have like a large cooldown, so if they like up air once, like you can just slap them right after. If they try to go
Okay.
for a back air, you just wait for the back air to come out and then you slap them, or you back air them too. You kick them. So the just important thing is that you're forcing your opponent to make a really tough decision just to even get a hit on you. It's a very low risk strategy, and if your opponent's character can't reach you, then it kind of degenerates, and ultimately, like, I don't really like playing this style, but if they can't reach you, it's like such a overpowered, underutilized tool. And most people that don't have defined anti-platform chasing games, like, they're going to be very telegraphed, and then you could just read their routes and just hit them as they're trying to reach you, and then just run away again. Do not platform camp against characters with really strong up airs or characters that are fast. Well, I don't say never do it, because there are certain people that are just fall apart, but it won't always work against these type of characters like Fox, like Marth.
Oh right, yeah. Don't even try against Marth.
Yeah. Unless you're like really good at shield dropping and they're really dumb, like it's not the best.
Right.
So that's like the basis of that. Okay, so we'll go to your Twitch match. Let's see if I got the overlay correct. I have to do this on Twitch.
Yeah, unfortunately. I know our VODs are not the greatest right now.
Okay.
Specifically, this one I think is messed up because the servers were going down, so we'll see if this plays right.
Did you like Did you want to go over your Fox match as well? I felt like you were fine there.
I think that's fine. I had killed myself one time or something, but I was like, no, any real problems. I liked Alan's commentary though. Shout out to Alan at OG Poppin' Fresh. He gave a lot of cool tips.
Yeah, I like this commentary actually. The Sheik mains tend to be really analytical in their commentary. It's like really weird.
Yeah, Alan's a real homie.
I can't think of a counterexample to what I just said.
Me. Watch me commentate.
Have you ever commentated? I'm actually rather curious.
I haven't.
Just overall, like what I felt like, because I watched your set a little bit before. Oh gosh, commercials.
Ooh, gotta get my paycheck going, okay?
All right. I felt that what was it? I felt like it was just like you need a better understanding of ice climbers, or like, and also how your aerials space. Because it's like when you watch like, when I watch like Dewan and like Kirby Kaze, how they aim their aerials, it's so precise, and I don't feel like you're quite there yet. And that's definitely something that like you can improve on.
I think so too.
You're so happy.
It's where I feel like I'm doing the right move, but I'm spacing it poorly, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And before I would like try to do a different move because I just that was a bad choice, but like now I realize it's just the spacing. It makes all the difference.
Yeah. And then also knowing when like your jab and your tilt game gets opened up at percentages.
Yes, that's gonna be I have to actually like sit down and figure it out.
Okay.
Ooh. You could try not watching on Source if it's super laggy. I don't know.
It's lagging for you?
Maybe it's just the Skype thing, actually. If it's not lagging for you, then the stream will still be fine. Yeah.
Alright, so overall, yeah.
It feels like I'm getting, like, I don't know.
So there's like 2 phases to Ice Climbers, and they're gonna have to switch. It's like a weird boss fight. And like a boss fight with like different phases.
Okay.
And the important thing I believe is just like learning when to switch gears. So if they're like ready to attack, then you take a step back and you start camping them and force them to make the first move.
Wait, say it again?
When they're starting to throw out attacks and they're not like throwing ice blocks, that's when you should start playing lame and like forcing them to make the first move.
Okay, but what if they're out there ice blocks?
If they throw ice blocks, then you throw out needles and you start camping.
Okay. Okay, so either way I'm camping.
You're camping, but if you notice that they're gonna switch to ice blocks and you're in position, you go in and hit them before they set up their defense.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I haven't played Chokenator in a long time, but I do remember he's so in the chain grabs, and I think I'm like 1-0 against him because I gimmicked him.
I'll take any win. Yeah, so teach me the Tafo ways.
Yeah. Is there any way to slow down like Twitch?
Our VODs are bad, Tafo. Okay, we get it.
All right. So throw out dash attack out of your vocabulary in this matchup.
Let's cut it out.
Yeah, because if you look at this situation, like you dash attack and that could have been a free grab, but you were invulnerable, so it's not that bad. But
Space Fair would have been better. Also, I should throw grab out of my vocabulary, right? I don't know why I kept trying to grab. Basically, I feel like a lot of my tools were not usable.
Yeah. So overall here, like just from a tactical standpoint, you should have just stayed here.
Yeah.
And then eventually, this is like the classic like ice climber position where they're either gonna try to read you here or read you here, and you just react. Just react. For the most part, on the first couple times, I'll just go up here, and if they like, and just see if they go up here, and then you could go down and back air them. But a lot of it is just route planning. It's like I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
So if you play this game, it's basically if you play the platform camping game, it's just basically not over projecting your movements because they're going to try to read it, and you're also trying to read what their movement is into you. But most of the time you can react to them because you have to make the first move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like you can just stay on that platform. Like there's
just
no
play more reaction. Like, because I think right now I dive down and try to attack him or something, which is like the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just run into him.
Yeah. So the general rule of thumb, like if the ice climbers is amazing, you are not throwing anything but back airs, forward airs, and needles. You do not throw out anything else. The reason why is I think Choke Nader doesn't crotch cancel as well as the top ice climbers, but against any ice climbers that's like fly level, like you throw out a jab, you throw out an F tilt, he is gladly taking that 8% to kill you. Like
Okay.
he will just crotch cancel and then just grab you and then kill you.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Duly noted.
All right. So
I mean, I think I did jab. I think that's the only thing in my head is like, don't jab, bro, grab me. But everything else I just willy-nilly did.
okay, I want to point out something. So this is like your first clue into how he's gonna read you.
Right. Let's see it.
Okay, so this is like one important thing. Is he gonna read your high platform movement, or is he gonna try to go this way? Because this will be a read for you in the future.
I see.
Yeah. In this situation, I would just run up and throw a down tilt if they're in the air.
Okay, keep him in the air.
Yeah. In this point, you could also like, I think you dash attack here, which is fine, but you did it a little too early.
Too early. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. See, a lot of that. Do you see how that fair like you beat him out there?
Yeah.
And that's how you separate.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
All right. You can always run away.
Yeah, I should sometimes.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That worked. Fair worked. I remember Gar telling me one time that like Fair is getting this matchup. That's all he told me, and I was like, so halfway through the set, after I lost my first 2 stocks, I was like, okay, let's try Fair.
Fair is amazing. If you
And I
can
just
auto cancel
yeah.
Fair in this situation, like if
I can
you,
auto cancel Fair.
like consistently, like fair pressure is so good because it forces them to make a tough decision or eat a fair. Like if you can like auto cancel Fair into auto cancel Fair into auto cancel Fair, unless they like do something really quick out of shield, their shield's gonna die and you're gonna eventually poke them. So
Do you because my Fairs are auto cancel, but they don't come out like frame 3. Like they're not perfect. Like can you do that with C stick? You do that with C-Stick?
No.
Do you do perfect fairs?
I actually probably don't. I just like to do low, like, falling fairs.
Okay. Well, then you L cancel.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was messing around in training mode and, like, I can do auto cancel fair with C-Stick, but I can't, like, do the nice one that hits up or whatever. I can't do, like, that God tier one. So I don't know how anyone does that, because it seems like the hand doesn't, there's no, I don't know.
Yeah. You took 7 damage because you decide to just run at him. But,
Yes. Definitely went for some rando hard reads. This works, but then everything else, I don't know.
yeah. So, like, when they're, like, at 50%, especially with Nana, and GG, my thing fell.
Yeah, you're going to get a crash. It's going to say, like, stop the flash plug-in up top. You have to refresh.
Wait, really?
This VOD is messed up.
Oh, really?
This happened to me a lot when I was trying to watch.
Oh.
It's a real tragedy. You get about 5 minutes of watching it, and then you get the crash. I think it's because the servers were down or something whenever this was being recorded, so it's like, it's definitely messed up. Let's check if it's on Showdown's YouTube yet. Let's see if Spencer really pulled through for us.
Yeah.
Showdown Smash Bros. YouTube.
Alright.
Put the status all back on.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Okay, so he has a few bases.
Alright. You can start throwing like 4 tilts in that situation.
Really?
Like,
That's safe.
like at like 44. I'll point it out.
Okay, so he has a few bases of the.
Like you could just walk up and start forward tilting because he's at that percentage where they can't really crotch cancel it unless you like do like a really badly spaced forward tilt.
Okay.
And sometimes it's like better because Chokinator doesn't seem to have the Yomi for it yet, but the counter to that rapid forward air is to quickly wave dash underneath and up tilt. If they try to like wave dash in.
Wait, that's underneath like Nana right now.
Like just in general, if like you fair like on the ground game, like their counter to you is to start up tilting, like wave dash deep and up tilt. But he hasn't chosen to do it yet.
Okay.
Matchup down. The fade back fairs, auto cancel fairs, these are really
Like
great
that would,
systems.
I thought that should have been forward tilt, but
However, I would like to see a lot more.
so in this situation you just run. Like it's a really bad trade here for you.
So when he sets up like that, I just can't get in. Like, they just throw needles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I
And
gotcha.
then force ice climbers to like start approaching again, and then you can catch them like jumping.
What is
Basically,
he doing then? Like, do you know what is going on in the situation when you're making that ice wall?
what do you mean?
What?
So he's desyncing, and Nana is throwing out the blizzard, and Popo will throw out the ice block.
Okay. So like either. Yeah, I got you. There's like just a lot of hitboxes in one spot.
The little trick about if he doesn't desync, to be honest, there's a lot of lag out of blizzard. Little known trick. Like if both ice climbers are blizzard, sometimes you can just take the hit because eventually like they're gonna stop and they're in hella lag, and then you just kick him.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
You can't get impatient with ice climbers, actually, because one misstep, and it's so easy for ice climbers to confirm all the things that they can do. Very easy.
Oh, nice. See, the fair strat's amazing because ice climbers literally can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it seems really strong.
And the reason why that works is because ice climbers is out of shield game is really bad.
Aatrox died. I'm assuming there's a ban on
I was wearing a shirt that said #dope.
one of Yoshi's interesting choice.
Just definitely ready for the day.
I too am a fan of taking the ice climbers to Yoshi's.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Just because I feel like
I also heard down smash can like separate them, but I couldn't really get that to work.
Oh, down smash against top level ice climbers will get you killed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy's better than me. I don't know if he's not top level, but.
Okay, so a little thing to point out: if you're gonna run in like that, YOLO,
Mhm.
let's see.
oh, looking like wobbles.
Like, what you can do is just do your classic bait. Just run in, force a
dash back.
hitbox, and then wave dash back. Because he's shown the last 2 times that when you've done that, he would just throw out a hitbox,
Right.
and so gotta be cognizant of those little things.
Nice.
Oh.
Follow up.
Now you throw out back airs.
Looks like the back here is much
I just alternate between forward
Yeah,
and back.
saves herself field and ran away.
Mhm.
Aatrox seems like he's
So any situation that looks gray, just run away. If it looks gray, run away.
definitely
Right.
back.
It's great advice for League too. Just
Oh,
take
yeah.
the easy wins. Take the aces. Don't go for like the crazy chase bait kill.
Where you clearly know like 3 people are like catching up to you.
Yeah, yeah. People do that all the time. They're like, oh, maybe I can get this kill. Let me dive the tower.
Oh.
If it works, you go even, you know. And if it doesn't, you're totally dead. Like just fall back and you'll find a great opportunity.
That's why you're
So,
kinda in showdown.
I would like to see like a little more dash dance and just like seeing like if he's willing to do stuff. You do a lot of like full screen grabs, and those are so punishable.
Right.
Just dash dance and like kind of wall, but like do it in a way that they can't punish you if you whiff.
That's one thing I do recommend.
But like kind of like go in and out and just
More
force
safe
ice climbers to do something, because ice climbers doesn't have the range to deal with you, and they're gonna have to make a hard play at you to hit you. I would like slow it down, but like it's
Yeah,
yeah.
No, yeah, I don't. I understand. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think the idea of just doing more safe options in general,
Yeah.
just like giving yourself more outs and
Like
yeah.
you could literally just like start like charging needles and like going routes. Like make make routes for him and like just start going around, and like you can slow tempo.
Tire him out almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Play the full court.
Yeah. because like you always want to keep the ice climbers on edge to like not make you predictable. So once he starts realizing he has to start doing the up air game to catch you, then you go to the ground again and start hitting him.
Right.
But once he starts like catching up, it's like, okay, I can play the ground game again, then just run away, and then make him constantly switch modes to hit you and be a step ahead.
It's awesome.
Alrighty, I think that's like pretty much the basis of it. Just remember, dash into more. Don't go so YOLO across the screen, because that's not Fox, where you get rewarded greatly for a grab. It's quite the opposite in terms of risk reward. You get 20% for getting a grab. You can die if you miss.
Right.
That's, I mean, Ice Climbers, like, it really just tests, like, how well you can do your meat and potatoes. And be lame. Like, it's just all about being lame. Because if you're not lame, you can die. Like,
yeah.
And you could do 100 damage to them and win, like, 20 neutral games and still just die before them.
Struggle.
All
But I
right.
mean, there's characters that face Cheeks. I feel like they have the same problem, so I'm not gonna be a hater.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. She can definitely be a lame-o.
Like, there's a Bowser out there just thinking, what are you complaining about?
Yeah. So, you know what's funny? Actually, the chain grab doesn't work on as many characters as people think it does.
Yeah, and it's also, on a lot of them, it's not as high as people think it is. Before the guys can get out.
Like, Yoshi can get out at 25, and if you go for the up smash trade, like, you take damage too, and if you're above 40, you're eating more damage than the Yoshi by going for that up smash.
People talk about Sheik Yoshi like it's 90-10, and like Sheik just chain grabs him to 100. That's like one of the weirdest misconceptions I've heard in Smash. From what I saw from Omsa's tier list or whatever, like, Sheik's not even the worst matchup for Yoshi, like, in the top tiers. Like, he thinks Fox is worse or something like that. Didn't he do like a Yoshi... In PAL, he said it's even. He said it's like 50-50.
Yeah, I can't theory craft as much about it. I actually think that Yoshi wins, and it's a tangent. And the reason why I say that is because you can't kill Yoshi.
Right.
In PAL, he lives to 170 or 180.
He might win in PAL. I think like it's very realistic possibility.
Your grabs don't do anything to him, and he hits harder than you do by a significant amount.
Yeah. I'm lucky I'm not in PAL. I'm lucky there's only one Omsa.
I'm lucky that I don't have to play that match. Apparently, the Japanese people do well against him. What was I looking at?
Flash? Man, I love Flash. Although, actually, I think I've seen Omsa beat Flash in a couple of sets. I watched Battle Gateway. The bots.
Yeah, and then Gucci apparently trades sets.
Yeah, Gucci. His Falcon's really awesome.
I think, so the other question you had for me, so FYI stream, we talked about what we want to go over today. You wanted to talk about DIing it, like extending a combo?
Yeah, oh my god. I love this combo.
Yeah.
This combo is so beautiful. I knew right when you typed in the words. Oh my god, it's so good. Boom!
Alright, that's like really sexy. So a lot of the decision making... Oh, go ahead.
You'd think with that momentum after that stock, he would not just get trunched the next stock, but he does.
Yeah. So, a lot of how you do... These are what I call like DI trap situations where it's like almost 50-50, considering
Right.
like what Hungrybox does with PPU did to Hungrybox with those Kadano board smashes.
Right.
A lot of it just comes down to like game sense and like understanding like if they're playing, if they know optimal play, like what would the DI be for them. So that was good, and this force 4 tilt was actually the questionable DI, and that kind of snowballed into everything else. The reason why is because like
It looks like no DI, right? Is there any DI on that?
he DI'd in.
Okay, he DI. Okay, yeah, would have gone farther away. You're right.
This snowballed in, and the reason why this works is because the meta call here is, you look at the percentage, 79%.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, the screen. My bad. Wrong view. So the medical's here. Actually, we'll replay it.
Okay.
We'll start from the beginning.
He does the amazing hard read up smash.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh my god, hardest to read. F tilt.
Alright. So, this F tilt, because he DIs in, this is like probably the worst case scenario here, because Sheik is on the ground. So PP should have had the sense of mind. Sheik is on the ground, nothing can kill me. DI away. But because that happened, it snowballs here. So, 9 out of 10 times, the Sheik should forward air, and PP should DI in, right?
Right.
But Mew2King was actually really smart, and was like, okay, like, I know that you want to DI in, so second F tilt.
Just another one. Oh, amazing.
Okay, now based on the trajectory here, it's like PP is probably like, oh crap, he's definitely gonna fair here, so I gotta still hold DI in. Mew2King kind of styling, like I would have gone for fair and just went for edge guard.
Right, because the fair is still an amazing position
yeah.
for you. Like, okay.
Low back air. I think that was a really good back air.
Yeah.
Low weak back air into this forward tilt.
Oh my god, I forgot he does a back air. Okay, wow.
A back air forward tilt.
I didn't know there was 2 back airs in this combo.
And then at this point, like, it's kind of a do or die, and I think no matter what PP does, it's pretty much he's dead.
Right, 98. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if he fares, he's gonna get off stage. But Mew2King is like, okay, he's still gonna DI in. That.
Ooh.
So a lot of it just comes down to game sense of recognizing the situation. So there's like 2 like modes of thought here.
Sure.
If we want to compare. So at mid percentages, like when they're in that combo percent, you can do DI traps based on the DI. And if they love survival DI, and this is like based on like an assessment of like, if you see like forward tilt or fair, they always like hard DI in, and you recognize that, then you can spam F tilts like 2 to 3 times, and by like the 3rd or 4th one, you can actually trick them because they're like, okay, crap, I gotta start DIing away, and then on the 4th one, you like fair. And then, that's a really common like tricky trickster moment.
That's awesome.
Alternatively, you could also do like weak back air into fair, like you saw with Mew2King.
Yeah, we just saw it. Yeah.
You could do like down air fair if they're like at 50 on FD.
I saw Kirby Kaiser do that to Mango. Actually, that was an amazing set.
Yeah. So that's only if you read. It's like a read. Some people prefer the guarantee, but I think at 50%, if they're like in the middle of the stage on FD, I think it's not bad, because even if you fair them, you end your combo, and then you're not gonna get the follow up. But down air gives you like a 50-50 of doing that same damage plus another fair.
I got you. Yeah.
And then there's classic ones where like if you know they DI in, like and they're like at 90, then or like 70, 80, 90, then you just could like do like forward tilt into up smash tipper.
Oh.
Instead
okay.
Of, yeah. So it's just recognizing the situation and then reading their DI, and that's like one. Like there's many things you could track in Melee, and this is like probably one of them. If they love DIing away, you can mix in down smashes instead of tilts.
Okay.
Yeah, and then or you can do like early fairs. So if it looks like you can throw an F tilt and you want to DI away, then you can just throw a fair. But that's like a really extra hard read. I would 99% of the time I would not do that if I had an F tilt. The reason, unless like it's like a specific situation where like I down throw a Marth and they know to DI away, then I'll do the fair because like they know. But if like they're like a death percent or like an 80-90 and I can get them off stage, 90% of the time I'm just yeah. Anyway, so early fair is like a really oddball mix. It's like it requires that you know that they're gonna hard DI away, which very few people
option
do.
to have.
Yeah.
Just in case. Yeah. Because I have to learn just like the answer to some of these questions. Like if they're DIing away, what do I do? Now I know early fair. Like even if it's a rare situation, I'd like to know like what are even my options?
Yeah. And let's see. I guess the one other concept I want to go over, and that window crashed, unfortunately.
Yep, that's dead crash.
Let's go to this guy's channel. The one last thing that like, excuse the, I'm looking for the channel. It's like the Little England. I'll type it up. Tech chase. Using platforms to your advantage is important for tech chasing, and recognizing when they can be on the platform. Oops. Gosh dang it! I clicked an ad. Congratulations, little Eaglin. I made you some money. Oh, is it the Zero video? It's on Zero's channel. Okay, platform follow-ups. So, I guess a little homework you can do is recognize like how to follow up on platforms, and that's one important way to follow up on combos. Because like when they, the reason why it's like important is because like teching on platforms is like really slow.
Right.
Because you have to like DI a certain way to get on the platform, and then you get the reaction, and so like learn ways to like follow up.
Okay. Yeah. So most of these crazy combo extenders are on platforms that I see. So
Yeah.
like I guess that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look at like every one of these like examples that we looked at,
Yeah.
like look at how long like the timing window of like how long they have to like do stuff on the platform, like on an opponent tech.
Yeah.
So, like they have like a decent timing window.
I know I saw Nietzsche King versus Mango or whatever. He was in the Big House 4.
Yeah.
He was doing a ton of like he'd aerial to cover one side of the platform, land, and still have time to dash tag if he missed the aerial missed. And he was doing that like a lot in the set. It was really impressive. It was just like a good choice. I should get that down.
Okay, I haven't taken a look at that, so I should take a look.
Yeah, Tough calls it out a lot of times when you should get set to watch.
Yeah. So like there are certain positions like where it's that awkward situation. Let's see if I could recreate it here. This might be one of the last few points, but there's certain situations where I can't get a follow-up. All right.
I can't see it. Are you playing?
Oh, okay. Let me move the window here. Can you see now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's Super Fox.
Where you can't get a follow up.
Okay. Fox is OP.
Ooh, 20xx.
All right. Trying to get him here. Okay. Like if I down throw in this spot, he ends up just getting a free ledge. Like if they know the DI.
Right.
Ends my combos. What you can do is do an up throw and get them on this platform and then get another hit.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I literally always down throw unless I can back throw. That's my two options.
So like it ends your combo, right? So it's not too exciting.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, actually, Alan mentioned he was commenting that match I played against the Fox, and one thing he said that was pretty important was like, I would have Fox on Yoshi Story, like jump up on that platform, right above
Yeah.
you. I would have him like right there, and I would back throw. He was like, even though it was low percentage,
Yeah.
so like, there's no chance of me getting a Gimp really, unless I'm like get a God hard to your rear or something, and he just gets the ledge back to the stage. So Alan was saying in that spot he would normally down throw, and like you have Fox on the platform, you can get like tons of punish. So
What?
that's
If you're not playing a thinking player, and you can get that multiple times, then I'd say it's worth it because you can back to the first time, see
Yeah.
what they do, and then the next time just go for that because they're not gonna be a thinking player. But
sure. But yeah, I want her to learn like more optimal stuff.
But
Yeah.
but against like good boxes in that situation, I kind of figure that like the risk reward, even if I could potentially get it, like even if I kick them once, I have to get like 3 more like hits to like get them really off. So like I don't
Right.
consider it like a really significant plus EV thing as opposed to just like down throwing and relying on my tech chase to get like 40%.
Right.
Like
And
on
I think
average.
I'd still try it if it was like if I was on the ground, if I was like at the edge. But if I'm on the platform, it just seems like they have so many more options even because like, it's low percentage backfill. Yeah. So. Ooh.
But so yeah, that's like pretty much it in terms of concepts. I think the main thing is we got to work on your aerial spacing, and then
Spacing, movement. I really want to work on movement.
yeah.
I saw a lot of times I was like just not moving.
And I would say also tempo is something to consider. I think you got a little bit desperate on Chokenator, just trying to go for like a hit.
Right.
where you can reset the tempo, slow it down, start implementing dash dance, and seeing and forcing them to make a move.
I do that more in like in friendlies. I'll go to the ledge. Like if I see someone's getting like starting to pop off, I'll like stall for a bit. I'll move back. I'll slow them down and then I'll go for it. But in tournament, I always feel like I don't know. I never do that. So that's something I should give it to a shot.
And then I heard everybody's ragging that you beat Patrick Maloney.
I'm not right. I feel like, yeah, I guess I won a game, but he was like, his tech skill was flowing, he killed himself. I think he just didn't feel good. I don't know.
Aww.
I definitely didn't make a big deal of it, but Ben SW did, and so. Grandma's Cleavage, though, I'm really happy about that game. I'm like super happy. That was like, I think I played halfway decent. He's a good player. I was proud of it.
I see.
My Spacey game feels much stronger.
You feel confident, right?
I played a best of 100 with my Spacey training partner this weekend. A best of 100 games.
Who is that?
His name's Golf. He's a Falco at the
Oh,
office.
okay. I heard he's quite good.
He is quite good. He won 51 games. I won 49. No. The last game I got scammed by Randall. It would have been a perfect 50-50.
Oh.
Which is like pretty crazy, right? To be that close over 100 games. Like, we're like pretty good training partners right now. We're both staying even with each other.
That's like really awesome because like there are a lot of times I felt really bad at Mayhem because there are people that were asking me for advice in friendlies and I just keep force stalking them and I just felt really bad because not only did it break, was it not fun for me because I felt bad, but
Right.
they felt bad too.
It's so rough. I hate that in League when people ask me to play like normals with them, especially back when I was like really serious
Yeah.
about the game and I was like high diamond. Like, it just wasn't fun. It was like either like because of the MMR situation, I'd have to carry every game because it would put them against tougher players,
Yeah.
and so it's like they're not having fun. I'm not having fun. It's just a bad situation. So like I totally understand your pain. I feel bad for top melee players sometimes at tournaments because of how the scene is set up to where like they're so accessible. Everyone was asking for friendlies, and it's like that's just work. It's like it's not that fun for you. You have to like just beat up on someone. I don't know.
Yeah. Like even like sometimes like I feel bad for Mango when he's super on because I'm losing like by 3 stocks every game.
Right? Yeah, I watched that. I watched your stream there with Mango, and he. I mean, you had some games where you did some really cool stuff, but he definitely put in the work on you.
He puts so much pressure on me. It's like holy crap.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it only gets worse. Like it feels like he just like after he wins with 3 stock, it's like you have to come back to it. And now you're like on defensive, and you're not playing 100% best, and he just capitalizes on it, and it gets worse and worse. So.
The only time I win is when he plays Dunskies and forgets what it's like to play a player that can play defense, and then like I have a chance. And he's like, "Oh crap! Like I forgot that you're not Dunskies."
Yeah, I saw you mess up Dunk, so that's good. You had some good games there.
Yeah, Dunk isn't bad. I feel so bad for him. I think we're coming to a close. It's almost the hour. But Dunk is like not a bad player. But because people only see him play Mango, they think he's just like the ultimate scrub lord.
Oh yeah, I think everybody knows Dunk is actually he's getting quite like if you're practicing only with Mango and you're doing a lot, you're just getting a lot better. Like I'm sure he was already good.
Yeah.
I think Dunk is probably underrated. He's pretty good.
Yeah. So I hope. Oh yeah, R.I.P.
What happened?
He late registered for the tournament. And
Who?
so, Dunk.
Dunk late registered? Oh, I heard that. I heard Dunk was Mango's driver, and even so, Mango registered on time, but he would not be able to go if Dunk didn't register. If Dunk wasn't able to go. So like, that's the rub.
It's a rev. Hopefully he gets to sign up. My partner that I was supposed to team with didn't sign up for doubles, and I think it closed. R.I.P. Mike Hayes.
Mike Hayes on the come up. He's been playing real good.
He beat Fly last weekend.
Didn't he do pretty good against Mango too?
He took it to game 5.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It was Mango's Marth, but like Mango's Marth kind of trunched lucky. Like,
Mango's
not
Marth
really.
is good. Like if you beat Mango's secondaries, it's like beating a top 5 SoCal player.
Yeah, I mean Mango's is quite good. I'm very excited if I'm not yelling. Did you see the? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Can't say it.
It's okay. So we'll leave it up to the audience to give us any closing questions, and then we'll probably call it quits in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Anybody got any questions in the audience? Let's see. Everyone knows the dumb hype was real. How did Dunk do it, Mayhem? I didn't see the results. Did he beat anybody?
I don't know. It was like 190 people at our tournament last weekend.
Right. It's gonna be a big one. Man, I'm not yelling. It's like 375 or something. I don't even know how it's gonna fit in that venue.
I don't know either.
That venue is where I first met Tapo, by the way, for my first tournament. The next episode.
Oh.
I showed up in a Twitch hoodie, and Tapo was like, "Hey, you know Bobby Scar?" And I was like, "I guess, sort of."
Oh.
I was like my second week or something.
Dunk tied me at 17.
Ooh, let's go, Dunk!
Nice.
On the come up. Kuba Chupa, I am so down to play you, and I'm not yelling. I'll play anyone, everyone.
Dude, you gotta beat this Fox.
Ooh, I got to. Ooh, watch out, Koopa. Don't come at me in my versus Spacey's game.
So, I don't know how you function, so what do you want my role to be as coach, like, throughout the weekend?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, you have to play, right? So just do your own thing, but whatever you were helping me out with, like at Apex, giving me some tips between matches if you have a chance, I'll be down for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to really keep practicing all week and hopefully put in a good result at I'm Not Yelling. The travel season for me, because I go to a lot of events for Twitch,
yeah.
It's going to hit pretty soon, and I'm not going to be able to get as much practice, so I really want to, like, get it in now before that all starts up.
Nice. Toxic Reaction asks, should I just go for crazy edge guards all the time to practice it? I would say experiment, but don't go crazy. You want to really break down the process tree of what goes into Fox's options and how to eliminate as many as you can. So the best advice I could give you, play a Fox or Falco, is to try to stay horizontal with them as long as you can, so that you could always cover the straight side B. And if they begin to start throwing the Firefox out, then you could react and hit them. That's how I generally would think about it.
Yeah, I would agree. Don't make going for random hard read edge guards in friendlies like your only mode of practice, because that's not gonna. I don't know. If you're not thinking about it, you're not gonna get better at it.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because like you can. Oh, go ahead.
I've had that problem. Is all I'm saying. Like I had to start thinking about it more, and like looking at my footage was a big thing. I would record friendlies and like notice like I'm not covering any of this. I'm just going for that one option. So like breaking it down more, it's really helped me a lot, especially versus Falco.
Yeah.
Just to cover more basic stuff. Yeah.
And then let's see. What do you do against a lot of shield pressure? Every shield pressure has some sort of opening. At the very least, I talked about it before. You want to learn narrow out of shield and wave dash out of shield as escape options, but a lot of it just comes to experimenting and getting an intuition to like where your escapes are, because every there's a timing window to get out of almost every shield pressure, whether it's rolling out, it's wave dashing out of shield, it's narrowing. It's just knowing what window you can do it.
Yep, that's just a lot of like experimenting, I think, and testing and playing friendlies and getting a feel, because like it happens so fast, you can't react to a lot of this stuff. I don't feel like.
And your matches with Falco all the time has probably given you some...
Yeah, I feel like I get more... I was talking to Newt King about this. He said... First of all, he said Sheik's rolls are actually amazing. So, like, don't think rolling is just bad. If you're in shield pressure, you can almost always, except versus really good Falcos, get out of most of it with just a nice, well-timed, like, buffered roll. And then getting a crispy narrow to shield, which you, like, practice by against a Puff or a Pichu and, like, doing it on the way up. Just get, like, a Pichu, set the... damage ratio to 0.5, handicap to 1, and just try to hit the fucking the Jigglypuff or the Pichu on the way up, and that means you're doing the perfect narrowed shield. If you can do that, you'll probably have a lot easier time versus Spaceys.
Conditioning is always important. So this is Scuba Trooper's question, and because you can only play read based so much, that to a certain degree everybody has to read. Like you can't play pure reaction and win, because there's a certain level where your opponents are going to get more reads than you, and assuming like everything else is equal, they're going to win. So conditioning is what will get you a mediocre punish of like 5% to like getting those meaty like 40 to 50% things.
The dream.
Yeah. Platform camping, a good strategy in Sheik versus Puff. Debatable. I like the idea of the mode of thinking that you want center stage, and working from that is much better than platform. Because if you get caught on a platform and you get back aired, that's pretty much your life.
Ooh, someone's going to me. I'm going to TwitchCon? Yes, of course I'm going to TwitchCon. It's like 10 feet from my office, and I work at Twitch. I will be there. I might be doing some Melee-related stuff there. That'd be pretty sweet, but I can't comment on that right now. So, TwitchCon, go if you can.
I'll be there.
Oh, that was going to be a TwitchCon. Yes, the dream.
Alice Falcon, how can I practice not getting stuck in shield but not getting hit all the time? So, very good question, and this is actually a really big weakness, not just for Falcon players, but for a lot of players of all characters. And what I noticed from playing Mayhem, and the fundamental weakness of a lot of people, is when they try to hit me, look at the end result of your hitbox and what comes out of it. And what I found was when I outspace and they try to hit me, they would put themselves in shield, and they go from a place of attacking to now they're on defense, and now I get to dominate them. It makes no sense. So you want to space in a way that you still have like an advantage even when you attack and you land, even if you miss. If you're forced to shield every time you attack, there's something fundamentally wrong with the way you're spacing it.
Awesome.
Analyzing characters' frame data, a good way to learn from. Yes and no. I would say just playing in general and getting a feel for your character is the most important. And then once you start getting to the nitty-gritties of certain niche things, then start looking at that. But overall, like, it's probably not the most important thing if you're a new player to learn whether or not like something is +2 or +4 on like block.
Right. That's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that all the time in League. People would like worry about the smallest details and like get the huge macro stuff wrong. Like, if you're people would always talk about like whether this item was more optimal than this one. I'm like, dude, you're not even hitting your CS. You're not gonna get any items at all. Worry about that first.
Yeah, like I have a 57% rate with like utility supports in League because I know how to map control and ward and get vision for my team. I have like no mechanics.
The core mechanics down, and like that's so much more important than a lot of other stuff people talk about and like worry about. What was I gonna say? I had something. Oh, frame data. Hey, I wanna. Okay, so. Tell me if you knew this already, but I feel like I discovered something pretty sweet, okay? With Sheik. Because I was messing around in frame data and 20XX hackback debug mode for like a long time, just practicing tech chasing on Spaces.
Yeah.
So you know how you boost grab AZ, right? You press A and Z.
Yeah.
And you can get the boost grab, and it's like there's 3 different frames, so you have 3 different boost grabs.
Right.
Right, so the first one sucks, the second one sucks, the third one's amazing, basically. Like, if you hit it at the exact 3rd frame, your boost grab is the best one. So I found out that, like, if you hit A and a trigger, you also do a boost grab, and it's, like, much easier to get that perfect 3-frame boost grab.
Wow, you're right.
Oh my god, you said wow, yes! Ledanis didn't know about this, Gar didn't know about this. I feel like I discovered the Sheik there. We're calling this the Atrion. Like, your boost grab almost always, because it's like so much easier than trying to time one hand AZ to do it exactly 3 frames later. The L button's just that much harder to hit, like that much longer to hit. You just get that perfect, crispy boost grab so much easier. I've been doing that, it's making my reaction tech chases like, I don't know, just like that much easier.
All right.
I'm like super happy with it.
My execution on it with L's a little, or my triggers is really. Oh, okay, I did it once. Right,
because like you've played AZ forever, but I feel like I don't know if I just start learning this now and like make that my core, I'm gonna have more crispy boost grabs on average. I think that's my goal.
Wow, thanks Atrac, you're teaching.
Dude, we're calling it the Atrac grab. Let's go. Blur didn't know about it. Like I couldn't. Nobody like knew about it, and I'm like so happy that I was just in debug mode for a long time, and like I was getting the 3-frame ones way more than I could ever get, and I was practicing AZ forever. So that's cool. Great way. I don't have much else. I actually have to go pretty soon. Catch a ride back home. So.
Alrighty, let's call it a day.
Anything I should practice? Anything you've been? I guess I'll just keep going with like movement. Think about spacing more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a platform game. I'm gonna start thinking like getting follow-ups. To learn that stuff, you were just kind of creative for a while, right? Like you would just get them on a platform and just try, dare, and stuff like that, just to get like a feel for it, what works, or like.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, generally, like, if you feel like, my rule of thumb is if they're at kill percent, then what I do is okay, so do you see that?
Yep.
I will kind of walk towards the middle of the platform, and then if they go one way, I hit them, and if they go another way, they hit them.
Full reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll just do that then.
If they're at lower percentages, then I think the optimal punish is honestly to try to get a string of up airs.
Okay.
But that's a lot harder, and if you feel like you're late and you don't feel comfortable with it, then just fair back air depending on like which hitbox will get you the strong hitbox.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Cool.
All right, man. Cool.
We'll call it a night.
Practicing. I'll see you when I'm not yelling then, dude. I'll see you this weekend.
I'm excited.
Great.
Alrighty. For all you guys here, I'm gonna try my best to upload. The uploader's been kind of weird, so I'll try to just rip the stream and then upload it.